Alright, so in our last video, we stopped here, the About Us page. This is where we stopped. Let's continue. So let's create this section. So in this section we have this block and this block. And then there's another block following these two buttons. So 2 blocks. Let's say, okay, 2 blocks and two blocks. In this block we have basic and heading text. This other block we have rich text. And another block. In that block we have a button. And then we have an image down. So this is empower. So there's another button class to this. Then button secondary. And another modifier class so that the stroke will be black, the text will be black, because this was for the brown background. So button secondary 2. And we make the text and also the stroke color. So now we have that. And then duplicate this and give this stroke the no stroke class, then add an icon to it. Make this horizontal, then give it the space. Then also make the container horizontal. Give it a space. Let's say 3XL. Change this to H2. secondary 1.2. Save. So that is matching this. So this is join. Join. Let's give this a space of space Excel is fine. And let's check where these extra space is coming from. Let's inspect. Coming from the heading. So let's make this bolder. And then space. So now we are almost there for this image. The height is, let's say 55 rem. Block size 55 rem. Then width is 100%. Objects that will say cover. And then border radius. See there. Let's put us in a container of this on. So let's add a container. Put it inside. Now we are there. Now let's give a row gap. 5XL works. Now to the next section. So we already had that section made. So what we just do, we just convert it to a component and then bring it here. So what's a component? A component is just like your class. You then reuse on your class on different places. So that when you make changes on here, you make it on the other side. Same thing as component, but instead of applying it to maybe different elements, you basically save this whole section so that you can, anytime you make changes on here, and you have this section on different places to apply to every other place. So let's go to home. So let's just go to the testimonial section and then just right click save as components. I call it testimonial section. Allow. Then save. And you can close here. Come back here and refresh so that you have it. So normally you have it here. Oh, you already synced. That's great. So that means that I have to just click and it's added. So anytime we make changes to this, to apply on every other place we have this testimonial section. So now to this get in touch section. So let's go to this section. Background color is that. So we have a block and another block. Block. So this is where we have basic text, heading, basic text. So basic text, heading, basic text. So remember how we did the contact card. So we are going to do the same here. But this time we are going to call it address cards. So on here we have this side and this side. So those are two different blocks. So say block 1, block 2. This card will add a map. Make this horizontal. Welcome, get in touch. Yeah, to so this other part, body block. So that block will have an icon, 2 rich text, 2 basic text, and a text link. Text link for this and this. So we'll call this card address card icon title meta title meta info. We'll leave this as text link. Now let's create a class. Create class. Save. Email, reach us anytime. Which Send it down. Change this to custom URL and add a pound I sign there for now. Save. So let's start here. Let's give them a space first. So row space. The Excel works. Let's give this an icon. The width is 40 rem. And the map width is 83 rem. So give the block 83 rem. And we'll give the map 100% so it fills the block. It's a 3 rem, 40 rem. Okay. So now let's give it a space. Let's give it a column space. And now can duplicate this or triplicate it. Phone location. And then we give that a row space. So let's say space. Space to Excel. It's fine. So let's make this 100% of container, so that the map stretches. So minimum inline is 100%. Sorry, minimum block. The minimum block to here. Let's just give it the value here. Height 51 rem. Let's just give it to the map. Let's say 50 rem. And then for this, we'll get the button and paste it there instead. So go up. Grab this button and paste it here. I'll paste it to delete that button secondary, so that gives it black. And you say view map. View map. Delete that. So we now have this. Let's move to the next section. So 2 blocks, heading text in 1 block, rich text and another block, rich text. And let's go copy this button block here. Button wrap, copy, and I'll paste it here. So for the first button, I'm going to remove the secondary button class, the 2 secondary button classes. And then for this button, you're going to remove the nostro class and also delete the icon. So shop now, then contact. Go to your container and change direction to horizontal. change this text, change the HTML tag, secondary, hit the next let's use it instead. I will make this 60 rem, the block holding it. Layout 60 rem. And these are my characters. And then this other block 60 rem. Then spacing, column spacing. I'll give it row space here. Excel looks fine. Now we are all done with all our pages. So remaining for this stop, remember we didn't get the image to add that day. So let's just do that now. That's the whole section. We go to background. Let's just use this image too. And then we had an overlay. Overlay. Then let's make a content. White text or text reverse. So because of this, let's make it container have a okay, let's have make the section have a huge padding for that space. So space. I say 50 rem. 30 rem. 30 rem should work. So now we are good to go. The next part now we are moving to is, before we get to the footer and header, is making it mobile responsive. So now let's go to the tablet. Start from this contact page. On tablet, everything looks fine. Okay, for here, let's reduce it. Let's make this 30 rem. Everything else is good. Landscape. So this has already turned. I remember when I was doing, instead of using here to give space, column gap, I was typing out the space. That's because when I use gap instead of row or column gap, when it turns this way, I still get my space. So that's why I use that. But in this case, since we didn't use that here, we have to give space at this point. So select and give this L is fine. So for this, we'd have to, for this section, let's edit it. So remember we gave this a class that makes it go this way, but we don't want that on mobile. We want everything to stack well on mobile. Sorry, on mobile landscape. So what we'll do is root and child to, and we say margin inline start to 0. So it goes back to normal. And then we can do other things. So for this, we still want everything to stack side by side. So no wrap. So everything is stacked side by side. And for this, make this 100% and centered. Then we'll give the container a space of 2XL. So now we are done with this. Yeah, seems good. We just need to give here a space. It's in this block, so give it a row space. Space of 4XL. Everything else looks good. I'll go to the last breakpoint, which is mobile. Yes, and everything looks fine, yeah. So that means our contact page, about page is all done. We'll go to contacts page now. So we'll go to tablet portrait. Everything is fine. We'll go to mobile landscape. For mobile landscape, this is what I'll do instead of mobile landscape. I'll make this grid of 1 column. And then I'll say 0. No. Minus 100 px. No. I'll just make it at this point static. Make it static at that point. And then give it a row space. Three XL. Yeah, that looks good. And for this, you have to make this go to the top. So click on that block. And we go to order and say -1. So it takes you to the top. Then say all the text should be centered and inline should be 100%. No, 100%. So let's leave that. So that's good here. And here too, we are good to go. Now to the last page, that's the home page. So let's just go to tablet portraits. Looks good. Mobile landscape. Let's change this block to columns 1. This one, let's make this image width to be 100%. There's an overflow. Okay. Overflow is from here. So let's go back here. Then let's click on this card. Come back to that. So let's finish all that. We'll inspect and check what's wrong there. I remember we did this on the other page. So you also reflected here. That's how components work. So we don't have to do anything here. And for this, let's just make the button centered here. So delete. Perform button. Style. Let's also say 100%. and typography. Check why that is not working. Then for this part, and let's give it row gap space. Now let's inspect. Oh, flex wrap or set to wrap. So just have to go and change that to no wrap. So go back up. Let's check blog card. And this block card in this block card. Flex, no wrap. Good. That's fixed. Then go down. Okay. Everything is fine. I just give this a space. I don't know why it's not centering here, but as you can see, it's all good here. Let's give this a row gap space of say stack item. Everything looks good. Then mobile. Everything also looks good here. So we are now done with responsiveness of our 3 pages. Now to our header and footer. So let's start with the footer. Let's close this. So we go to templates. We add new template. We call this footer. Select type, you say footer, and you publish. I like hiding all of this. Featured image, template bundle, template stack, since I do not use them. So also I'm the only author, so there's no need for this. Featured image, template bundle, template stack. Publish. So now let's edit in breaks. All right, so we want something we could view it. Let's use the about page. So go to manage, template settings, populate content, select single post or page, say about, and click on apply preview. So now we can use our about page as preview. Now select, make your section to be custom and you say footer. Now we have more like two sections. Two sections. retain this. So say custom, or you say footer. So this one will be the brown one. The first one, layout, the background, primary. So we have this block and this block. That's 2 blocks. Block 1, block 2. And they are horizontal. And inside this block, we have three blocks. So 1, 2, 3. All of them are also horizontal. So let's start with 1. We have, I'll use heading for this, then basic text or link text for this. So I'll say a heading, then a block that then has text link inside of it. So the heading is called links. I'll put this at, let's say, H6. Photo typography. And is the accent color. Change this to secondary. Change fonts, Western, and then fonts, you say fonts body. And then for the text link, just give it text reverse. And you say home, custom URL, and shop about contact services. So shop about contact services. Let's give this a row gap, a very small row gap, too big. Yes. Then let's give this its own row gap. So this would be bigger. So I forgot to do something. So this is what this is it. I forgot to give these classes so that when I duplicate, I don't have to redo everything or repeat myself. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'll call this link wrap. Footer head link wrap inner. And this footer link. So I'll come here. Let's see footer link wrap. I'll come back to class. So I don't have to do for all of them since they are duplicates. I'll just do for one, copy to the rest. This is all good. Then we create class. So now we have this class. I'll then delete the style on these classes. Sorry, on these links, and then I'd apply footer link class to all four. So now I can duplicate this, and if I make changes to one, types of style to affect the others. So let's do that. Help and info contact. FAQs return policy. And then we delete others. Same for here. So this is their logo. Let's save that. So we have logo, that's image, a block, another block. So image, a block, another block. So the logo is 160 pixels. So I'll say 16, right? So it's actually 16 by 9. Cover. Sixteen by 6 works. Then heading, basic text, then button. Weeks, beauty, and event. Weeks, beauty, event. That's supposed to be for the heading. So title. I don't know me. Secondary heading, and then italic. $45 for this block. Let's use 55 changes to caption size. And for this, let's use the y that's here, which is 21 rem. And then they should be auto. Come back to this 45 give it this, but then also give it space. Now to the buttons. So apply your button class. Shop now. Duplicate and say secondary. Space of and then row space. So yeah. Right there. Let's let's say preview. And for this other lower part, copy this. For this container, let's reduce the padding. So let's say space M. Now we are almost good to go. Tablet breakpoint. This point, let's just stack. Then space of Excel. Go to the next. Let's go there. Go to the next. For this one, we'll just stack from here too. So stack and give it a space of for Excel. And then we are good to go. So done with the footer. Done with the footer. Let's get to the header now. Add new templates. Header. Header. Publish. Edit with breaks. Add your section. Changes to custom. Header. Then for the container, I would have the image and then the nav menu here. So say image and nav. Now nestable. (16 by 7) cover on 50px. Let's download this variant of the logo. For nav. Now let's also Remember what we read for? Well, it's content, and then about. Apply preview. To manage template settings, photo header, say sticky header. So it floats on top. So activate sticky now. So background, padding, space, space excess, border, radius, so for us to just have 3 pages, so we'll do home, about, contact. About, contact. We'll start the contacts like this. So add a button style, yeah. Style doesn't seem to be applying. Let's add it again. Let's check the front. Okay, it's applying on the front. It's just not applying here. Let's refresh the canvas if it will apply. Okay, it's not working here. So on this breakpoint, it's fine. On this, it changes to this. And so we are good to go. Let's connect the pages. I'll say home. Contact, about, home, contact, and about. Control save. So now if we come here, I will say home. Takes us to the home page. Go to about. Takes us to the about page. Go to contact. Takes us to the contact page. So for the about page, we want it to come lower. So what we'll do is go to pages, click on about. This is the about page. Sorry, for the contacts page. So what we'll do is click this section, container. Let's say section. Go to padding, and then we'll do something like 40 rem. on just the top. Let's do 20 rem. And that's it, we've gotten it. So now this is below. So if we go back to about now, which is now underneath it. So we've come to the end of the Deeblessed site development using bricks from Figma to bricks. If you have another UI you saw somewhere you want us to build with bricks, you can let us know in the comments. See you on the next one.